Hello everyone, hi everybody. In general, what's the story here? In short, I bought a pantry with furniture for $10. And for such a price, some dirty mattresses, broken furniture are presented, but it wasn't there. Attention to the screen. And that's how it looked in the photos. At first glance, yes, it seems like nothing special, but some kind of art is in the basket here. There's a carved table made of dark wood, metal lamps, carved chairs. And here is a picture in the large frame. It can be seen that it is not a print, that it is the original. There's another painting here. A handmade chest of drawers on this side. Here you can consider a Chinese vase. There are floorboards on the wall here, most likely it's a screen. Behind them, in the corner, some more furniture. It looks as if these bedside tables were placed on top of each other, but there is such an unusual element here that may indicate that it may be a grandfather clock. In size and principle, it matches, and maybe the bedside tables were set up in several rows. Well, in general, we need to look. And our bid was the only one at this auction. We won it for $10. Well, let's see what kind of art we got. And a watch, or, if it's not. Well, everything is in the photo. The rain has started. It's making a little bit of noise. I'm just going to poke around here the palm tree. Okay, so what is this art? Well, it's unclear. But I think that they've already made it. Also here on the sofa, got a nightstand, or is it a clock? I told you. Okay, no, well, it's a clock. Oh, what a hefty vase. We've already had a good plus. A valuable species of wood. Isn't this a valuable kind of wood? Looks like it. Carefully, it's a picture. Well, it can be seen that it's the original. Yeah, perfect. It's a little bit of crack. That's the signature. D. Hassan. Well, it's a pretty picture. Yeah, okay, let's see. There are several famous artists by the name of Hassan, but among them, there is not a single D. Hassan. The most popular chilled Hassan. His paintings can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And there are copies of several $1 million. But we managed to find that the original work belongs to an artist named Robert Reid. Well, in general, it's still unclear what it is. And let's roll out the table, and it's also like this. It's got a pearl, mother of pearl, well, with buttons, well, without buttons. Well, okay, just wait a second, it turns out to be just one set. Maybe it's not a clock, but maybe it's a chest of drawers after all. Some kind of closet, okay, let's see. But in fact, this is a serious job. It's not on the plotter that the film was cut and pasted, no, it was all cut by hand. Well, in general, these shells were embedded there, and hopefully very expensive. So what's the closet? No, it's watch, it's once a watch. Mechanical, right? Well, will they go on sale with a table click together? And such furniture, again, is made of expensive wood, handmade. Maybe there's something inside here too. Oh, it's empty. But you know what happened here? That's right, silverware. That's what was here. There's still some cases left, but there is no silver anymore. But there is still some art here. Also oil paintings. This is actually a performance, not really. Well, okay. Picasso didn't write perfectly either, but his work is very expensive, so we need to check. And here's the oil. The signature is illegible, and the back isn't also signed. The chairs are carved. Well, I understand that this one is a set. Well, it's like a huge vase. Or maybe there's something else inside it. What is it? Gloria Estefan signed. And the photographer is Herb Ritz. Oh, photographer Herb Ritz. That's very good. At first I thought it was a screen, but it's not a screen. It's a panel. It consists of 4 parts. You also need to be careful with this. It's like torches in the yard. Now it's empty there. But the vase itself is pretty heavy. And there are a lot of bar stools here. However, there are only 3 of them. This is metal, and this is natural wood. And they are heavy and old. I got to the clock. Yeah, in the same style as the table. What kind of clock? I don't see the name. But they are mechanical, and it is clear that they are old. Yeah, it's not a new model. It's written Western Germany. What kind of clock is made in Western Germany? Got some weights and some pedals. And also, there are some different nooks in the clock. When we pick them up, we still have to check everything. I looked at the chest of drawers. The chest of drawers is empty. I'm leaving everything for tomorrow. We bought a small room, and there was only a musical instrument there, bought for $10. You might think it's a flute or a violin, but no, there's a piano here, and that's how it looked in the photos. There's the piano on this side, wrapped up in film. But if you look really closely, you can see that it is painted. There are patterns everywhere, patterns. The legs are painted here, the pedals in the corner. Well, in general, here's the grand piano. Here, too, there were no bets other than ours, and we won it for $10. It's not a flash piano like in Potter, but a real piano. Oh, look at this. It's smaller than usual. I mean, it's not really like standard size. It's some kind of mini painted. And it's also quite possible that this is some kind of collectible model, a valuable antique. What am I supposed to do? We need to find the manufacturer, right? Oh, crap. And to see the manufacturer, you need to open here. Well, let's open it up. That's not even coming off. So what? No, it's not written there. The author is not visible, but it works. Can it be pushed back? Heavy, wow. So not to raise. Here's the email. I couldn't find the name. I had to sort it out a little bit. I didn't find the manufacturer's name. Well, we just need to open the lid completely. In general, okay, we need to put it in this place. Tomorrow we'll come back and we'll wrap it up and bring it over to us, open it and find out who the manufacturer is, and then we'll know how much it costs because it's still unclear. And when I returned home that day, I started looking for a similar musical instrument on sale. I found a company in New York that sells such exclusive options, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. A large grand piano is called a grand piano, and a smaller size like ours is called a baby grand piano. And now they have exactly the same one in the sold ones as we have, same size, same pattern. I actually thought at first that it was our piano. The instrument is sold, but the price is not specified, and it was sold to some museum in Kentucky. Well, it's clear the museums, no matter what, don't buy instruments. And it was a Hardman brand, so there is a high probability that we have the same. But I found a Hardman in the sold ones of this size, and this tool was sold for $35,000. If we have the same brand, then there's a high probability that our instrument will also cost $30,000, maybe $40,000. And it will be a good story. What to buy for $10, to sell for $40,000. We came back on the second day, Evgeny. Hello everybody, hello everyone. I left it yesterday in a half disassembled state. I hope that it's not lying down, because if it falls, it's going to be a fiasco, bro. Because I already know approximately how much it can cost. No, it's worth it. It's standing up, it doesn't work. Is it ruined? Yeah? Well, of course. Is it working bad? Maybe because it's like turned around? Is it upside down? Is that why? You're figuring it out. I got it. Can you adjust it? No. It's necessary to call the tuner a customizer. So a guitarist can tune a guitar, but a pianist cannot tune a piano? Yeah, that's how it is. Everything's confusing. Whatever, okay. I found exactly the same one and the same. In fact, I even thought that this one was it. The shapes are slightly different, but I think that this is the same model. Therefore, it's already 100 years old. All right, come on, we need to lock him up again. We gotta take it out, see it at home. We wrapped it up, loaded it into a cart, and it doesn't look super big, but it's very heavy. Now we will tie them with the belts so that for sure will be pushed into the truck. The air conditioning's blowing, so it's a little noisy, but cool. I came to pick up another small pantry, like this. Everything like this. And that's exactly how it looked in the photo. And this pantry, compared to the previous ones, turned out to be very expensive. Together with a commission, it cost us almost 8 times more than those that cost 10. Well, in general, $80. Johnny Walker, it's alcohol. Reebok, and it seems to me that there is no Reebok. Oh, we've got some boxes. David Yurman, that's good jewelry, silver mostly. Or it's empty. There's more, but it's also empty. And this is a Mont Blanc wallet, by the way. I've been wanting to change myself for a long time. Now I have something to do. We got a new wallet, but without a box. Used ones are sold for $100. New for $200, $250, $300, and even $400 a piece. But let's estimate ours $100 for now, which means that we already have fought back. David Yurman, these are documents for jewelry. And here are some different products, $1,800. Well, it was obvious that it's something good. More. Well, expensive jewelry is a good sign. Well, this suggests that a person has money and perhaps something good will be found. Let's say like a Rolex like this. Well, a little triangle fell off here. Well, it's clear that this would not have happened with the original. Okay, come on. Either they were hit very hard somewhere else, or it was just a fake. I also found an iPhone. What are these pendants? This is Colombia. Well, if you look at the shape of the country, then the shape of the country is Colombia. Now we know where the owner is from. Or, good straps. Leather. Well, it's not that bad. There are some good chances that there may be something here too. What's in the bag? Oh, a Rolex. And another Rolex. Boxes, and more Rolex. And a Rolex. So, put it all inside? Let's take a look. Well, and of course there was hope, but the price tag is $6,250. Well, apparently it was a long time ago. Empty. Sad. This is a diamond tester. Also a good sign. What's here? Well, there's no time, perhaps, of course. It's just deja vu. We had such a story that a lot of boxes from Rolex were found and it was all empty, and empty. Well, of course, who leaves their Rolexes in the boxes, right? Cartier, please. A little book, documents from something. Well, the boxes are also sold. And the boxes are original. If there are some price tags, there's some books here. Where are the cards? There should be some cards inside here. Alright, let's just take it for what it is. The magnifying glass will also come in handy. Ah, there's some... Whoa. Do you know what this is? This is a Rolex bracelet. So maybe this is a bracelet from that Rolex, and that Rolex is still the original. It would be pretty cool, of course. Alright, let's check it out. What's here? It's already pretty interesting. More documents. White gloves, Rolex gloves. Yeah, that'll be good, that'll be good. There will be some Rolexes. We can open more documents, empty, empty. Here we got some personal documents. Passport, Venezuela. Immigration documents. Ah, so this should be what's left. That's it. There are no more Rolexes. Something's here. Myers. And Myers, by the way, is the original representative of Rolex, so there are some great chances for those watches. If it's the original, then it'll certainly be very nice. This suspension, is it Venezuela? Man, I confused it with Colombia. Ah, there's a stamped passport. In general, it all needs to be brought to the office now. And this should be taken away. Oh, and it's heavy. Citizen. We've opened such a box. What's here? Citizen, it's either a watch or a calculator. Watch. There's also no clock on it. Yeah, divers can withstand a dive of 1,000 meters. It's a very good watch. Maybe you can sell the case? That's a little unusual. Also documents, right? I see a ring like this. There's some kind of sample there. Oh, and with a diamond. It sparkles beautifully. Okay, we'll have to go test it. The man apparently went to Venezuela and left everything there, but he forgot his watch. I'll go check out the Rolex. Well, somehow people don't really throw good watches in containers like this. This, by the way, is correct because there's nothing. The watch should be worn, stored in a good place on a shelf. But money, jewelry, yeah, it's fine, but a watch, you don't have to. Aw. That's a nice sound. What are the bids, you guys? Christmas ornaments? Can a person win the lottery? That's how we left everything and I left. Well, why not? There have been such cases like that. Therefore, for some Rolexes, it's pretty expensive, and for others, it's a penny that is not worth returning. Yeah, it's all in the details at the bottom. Well, okay, we're already breaking it out for ourselves. It glitters beautifully, right? The small truth of this is probably about 0.3 carats, but I'd like to say a carat and higher. And these are bank envelopes containing money. Why were they taped up like that? Well, maybe in order to squeeze these packs harder because there were a lot of them. Please, $10,000, everything's clear. 10,000. 10,000. That's it. Is there nothing left here? At least a little bit, at least half. Nope, nothing. That's empty here too. Well, here will be necessary to sort it out. Well, if such the envelopes, then the chances of Rolexes increase, of course. Here's another story. Well and short, our friend bought a unit for $40 for the sake of the crib that was in the photo. And then there were interesting things in the garbage bags. He showed us the couple that they've already been taken away, and they will come for this one today. Here's a really cool thing. Nice? Yes. Quiet. Ooh, come on. Yeah, it's empty. Don't shoot. Smith & Wesson, M15 assault rifle. Like in Counter-Strike, similar. Yeah, it's like one and the same. Exactly the same. There's still some shops like this coming to him. Loaded. This one is empty. Well, here's an interesting find. Why not, as I say. It looks pretty impressive, but it's inexpensive. Such a new rifle costs $800, so... These are the things that come with baby cots. For $40. But I want to tell you that he was very surprised. It is understandable, of course. Oh, that's fine. It's a takeaway. Pavel Ginrikovich came to visit us. Hello, Pavel. What's up? Thank you, fine. Everything okay? We work a lot. We read a lot. It's summer. And we have a new finder. We found such a beautiful piano. The brand is very important. This is a special piano. Well, when I saw it for the first time when it came from it afar right now, it seemed to me that someone with bad taste looked at it and painted it, spoiled a really good thing. But when I got closer, I examined it and saw that it was made like this, painted as it is. That is, they made it to order. I would say that it's probably somewhere during the American Civil War. And so here's the nuance. I found this piano on sale for $35,000, $40,000, but when we lifted the lid and looked at the brand, here it is. It says here, Waters. New York Waters. And this is not the brand that I thought, and not the brand that I was evaluating. It turned out that this brand is quite inexpensive. There are about 12 to 13 brands in the first place. Steinway Dare Kohler, which will go for thousands. They'll come back and pick you up now. Exactly. This is a completely unknown brand. And you understand that it is made with love. It's an old thing, but how many keys did you count on it? There should be 88. If less, then it's bad. They're numbered. 88. Ah, well, that's already okay. That's already good. Well, what about 88? It's good. If there are fewer than 88 keys, then it's bad. Exactly. And as a highlight, some have 89. This is very good. Well, everything is completely ordinary. With you, it's not worth 1,000. Sad. Sad. Well, if you can play it. By the way, I have a key to configure. No, Yevgeny could have played it, but he's not here right now, so okay. But the thing is very beautiful. Well, the question is, how much can it cost? Based on my knowledge from everything I saw here, maximum of $900. That's it? Maximum, yeah. I was counting on 30,000, 40. No, not that brand, and a lot depends on it, really. It's a pity we fought so hard for it, and we won it at the auction. I expected that there would be a good price for it. No. And we also found very hard for mahogany furniture and a Chinese vase and a large grandfather clock. The cupboard is crockery. The cupboard's good, and it's made like this in a good way, in Chinese way. There are very few metal compounds in it. It is nails, screws, and for dishes. Connection spikes, groove, and no nails, nothing, just glue. This is a good Chinese workmanship. Consumer goods made of mahogany. The tree is good, the condition is excellent, but unfortunately the thing is not as old as we would like. The array is not Chinese, not traditional. Everything is native, everything is good. The electrics, for like the 70s, I would say. Well, I'm going to say max $200, $300, but it's pretty good. The clock, the table's very beautiful. The chairs, there are only two of them, so good chairs, $50, $60 if they take it. The condition is good, so we can save like $50 a piece, right? Yeah. The case for the watch, this table, I really like. The mahogany inlay, there's an inlay here and a symbol of yin-yang, harmony and balance. All these symbols are made of mother of pearl and jadeite. Elegant, good work. Very painstaking wood carving here in the Chinese style and Chinese philosophy. And all these vases, birds. We got some peacocks here. The peacock is called mundan in Chinese. It was believed among the ancient Chinese that if a peacock looks at you, a woman can get pregnant. Very good symbols, very blissful. I can't really say what is written here, but I can help translate it if you want. Excellent condition. I'm not going to take it, and I'm not going to touch the clock. The mechanism itself, not very expensive. European, quite ordinary, but the furniture itself, I would appreciate this set at $900 to $1,000. Maybe it'll take more time for you, but I would not be in a hurry to sell it for cheaper. Thing is rare, unique, in good condition, and very good work. All the screws, fittings, everything is old, and on the clock too. So, I recommend $900,000. And well, if it's made of stone, the stone is obviously jadeite. Is it jadeite? Yeah, it's not jade, it's jadeite. A little similar in quality, but there were so many forces, everything is here. The work is very delicate, painstaking, and it was the Chinese who did it with the knowledge of what they wanted to portray. You just got to clean the dust off and take some good photos of it and sell it. And also, I see the watch case is made almost without nails or adhesive joints, which is very good. Is that a screen or a panel? In your case, this is a panel. The panel is made in the technique of Oriental techniques, so the Chinese have them, the Japanese have a little different, but this is called Coromandel. This word is Tamil. An East Indian company acquired such screens in China in the 17th century, took them through India and through the Tamil coast. And they came to Europe like this. So, Coromandel. A great lover and collector was this woman, a black dress. What's her name? Coco Chanel. Coco Chanel, right, how could I forget? And in her apartment in the 9th arrondissement of Paris, there were several dozen such panels. But now, as they say, there are literally a few left. She loved them very much, collected them very well. The value of them, if it's paint, it's inexpensive. But there are such instances that these are covered with thin sheets of gold foil, and it costs thousands. I'm going to take a magnifying glass and take a look. No, it's paint. Ah, crap. It's paint. That is, the demand for them is past, the fashion is past, and therefore it is necessary to sell them for how much, however much you get for it. How many of these do you have for? $100. I got it. So they check out the vase. What about the vase? This type of vase is called Bei Luzun in Chinese. Bei Luzun. Bei Luzun, which translates as 100 deer. In form and decoration with lions, here are dragons, here are birds. This is the combination of dragon and bird in Chinese. This is the harmony between male and female. God, goddess, king, queen, male, female, yin, yang. But here's the thing. At the bottom, it has a branding that is the shape of a vase. The architectural execution of the 19th century. The Qi dynasty, late 19th century, but now the brand and coloring, they're more modern, closer to us. The first, let's say a third of the 20th century. My guess is that the vase was made in the 19th century, but it was already painted much later in the 20th. Exactly. Good pattern, excellent condition, everything is fine, gold, paints, all these symbols. And again, it has a peacock that when you look at it, a woman has become a mother. Well, I'm going to say $300. That's it? Yeah, that's it. So it's not really from a palace or anything. It's not from a palace. And here you can see some of the drawings that these black lines, they're characteristic of modern times in general. For the 20th century, I would say, but maybe more modern. Although the vase is really good. And if there were two of them, it would be possible to sell, of course, for more expensive. We still have the picture. Here's the picture, signed D. Hassam. Hassam is a famous artist, but why D. Hassam? Well, let's start with the fact that the painting is famous. It's located in Washington at the gallery. This is the artist's wife. And this painting is called A White Umbrella from the Sun. Well, I'm going to say it's a student's job. You can see it right away. Hassam, this is a fairly popular surname, comes from the Muslim male name, a sharp sword. Exactly. This Frederick Child Hassam is a famous impressionist. He has nothing to do with this painting. It's just that you saw the name and he was delighted. And we were happy, yes. But this D. Hassam, this is some kind of novice artist, went to the gallery and trained his skills in writing. It's well depicted, but you can see the proportions, colors, that, well, it's student-made. You can just, pull it out, take it out of the frame, this picture, and sell the frame separately. And the painting? I think $80 within the frame. The frame itself for $100, and I'm not joking. Well, you guys, we won 2 auctions, and that cost us $20. Pretty inexpensive, but I thought that we'd make a much bigger profit. Did you have an intrigue? There was intrigue, of course. Have you tried to find the country of El Dorado, this one the most legendary? Were you already half there? Buy for $10 and sell 1,000 for $40. Well, that was the plan this time. Well, the plan's good. Maybe not today, tomorrow, next time. I agree. Next time, yes. If you can't sell the keys as they are, then, that's a separate story. They're made of bone. It's made from ivory? Yeah, it's bone. It's like real bone. You can even see it. Elephant. Yeah, well, I can't guarantee about the elephant, but we need to take a look at it in more detail. But it's ivory for sure. In any case, it's ivory. We will try to sell in parts, and if you can't be sold in its entirety. Exactly. Okay, thank you so much, Pavel Kumrikich, for all your help. You're welcome. Thank you very much. I'm also always very happy to see you. It looks beautiful, but the units for $10 did not justify themselves, well, if I may say so. I thought that it would be much more expensive, and it's not worth much. And today we bought a unit for $3,500, but as I say, this is a completely different story. We'll show you next time. Well, what's in this unit? I've got a new wallet, invoices, business cards from official stores. There's even such a book. In ordinary watch shops, such books are not issued. The ring was checked, white gold, but the diamond does not even have a carat, but it's real. And the ring is pretty heavy, weighs 13 grams. And the real price of this will be about $550 to $600. But let's go to $550 for now and evaluate. But the watch turned out to be a fake. Oh, crap. The bracelet was damaged here. I showed them in 3 different specialties, and everyone said that it was fake. So, yeah, it's not the original. And this is very strange because there are bills for $8,000 and $10,000 per watch. The watch was bought 10 years ago, and not all were bought from an official representative. Maybe they put up a fake. But in general, we don't really know. And by the way, the boxes are original. Only for them you can get $300. And there would be these original, inexpensive models, but $7,000 or $8,000 would be the cost. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. That was the story for today, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And we wish everyone who watches us the best of health. Take care of yourselves. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye.